Good afternoon, everyone. You made it. So will you please rise as you're able for the processional followed by the national anthem? For the 412th time, candidates for baccalaureate and associate degrees from the Pennsylvania State University have gathered to celebrate their commencement. All are in their places. These exercises for the Spring 2026 College of Liberal Arts are hereby called to order.
All right. Thank you, Dean Morrison. I am Clarence Lang, Susan Welch Dean of the College of Liberal Arts, and I join in welcoming you to our commencement today. We will now be led in the national anthem performed by College of Arts and Architecture student Ava Bernardo, accompanied by Center Brass.
Hearts
Okay, please be seated. Right, it is wonderful to be here with all of you, both in person and via live stream on this joyous occasion when we celebrate the accomplishments of those individuals who have completed their academic programs at Penn State. So to begin, it is my pleasure now to introduce Dr. Kathy Bischke, Senior Vice Provost and Interim Dean of Undergraduate Education.
Thank you, Dean Lang, and congratulations, graduates. Today is a celebration of your accomplishments, your dedication, and your perseverance. You have arrived, as our alma mater says, with your hopes bright and free. Today is your day, and it also marks a meaningful milestone in our university story. This year marks 125 years since Fred Petit, a professor of literature, wrote our alma mater song. Allow me to step back a moment and reflect on what life was like 125 years ago at dear old State. When Professor Petit wrote the alma mater song in 1901, there were fewer than 10 buildings on campus. When students needed to go home, whether to Pittsburgh or Philadelphia or beyond, they had to take the train from Bellefonte. But they had to get to Bellefonte, so they boarded a train where the Hammond Building is now and rode the train to Bellefonte for an hour. Guess how many students were enrolled at Penn State at that time? About 300 undergraduates total. So much has changed since then. This weekend, more than 12,000 of you are graduating, and Penn State will always be your alma mater. In Latin, alma mater means nourishing mother. Your alma mater is the place that nourishes and shapes you, sharpens your thinking, prepares, and now launches you. That's why these words still ring true 125 years later. When we stood at childhood's gate, shapeless in the hands of fate, thou didst mold us, dear old State. Where you go from here is up to you. While you have indeed been molded by your time at Penn State, you mold your own future now. Some of you are headed into the workforce, others of you are headed to graduate school, to volunteer work, to new adventures. As you go, remember that you are not going alone. As your alma mater, Penn State will always be here for you and be a part of your journey. The strength of this institution lies in its people, and you will always belong to our community. Later this year marks another extraordinary milestone at Penn State. We will confer our 1 millionth degree this summer. With your graduation, you will become part of that proud and lasting legacy. That is the power of Penn State, a community that stays with you wherever your path takes you. The we of we are goes with you. So as the song reminds us, for the future that we wait, it is upon you, graduates. The future is here. Remember as you set off on your path that acting with purpose and honor are all that is needed for greatness. We know you will do great things. Penn State will always be here for you, and that's what makes us strong. So today, we raise the song for you. Congratulations.
Thank you, Dr. Bischke. And now I'd like to introduce today's commencement speaker, Richard Lippin. Richard B. Lippin is founder, chair, and CEO of the Lippin Group, an entertainment, media, public relations, and marketing firm with offices in Los Angeles, New York, and London. Since starting the Lippin Group in 1986, he has broadened his portfolio to include all areas of television, music, film, video, licensing, and merchandising, and new media. The Lippin Group now advises some of the most prestigious entertainment media companies, associations, and executives in the United States and worldwide. So Richard has served as a volunteer and philanthropic leader on the boards of numerous industry and charitable organizations, including the Paley Center for Media, the Coro Foundation, and the Hollywood Radio and Television Program Executives International. He has also helped establish ethics and diversity programs at several universities and nonprofit organizations. One of his earliest initiatives was the founding of the Ronnie Lipton Cancer Information and Resource Line to help patients and their families in the Los Angeles area in honor of his late wife. More recently, Richard and his family teamed with the foundation to launch the Ronnie Lipton Cancer Support and Navigation Program at USC Norris and the LAUSC County Medical System. At Penn State, Richard serves on the Rock Ethics Institute Board of Advisors, and he has endowed the Institute's signature lectureship in ethics. He also supports an innovative collaboration between the Rock Ethics Institute and the Penn State Child Studies Center that promotes moral development and ethical behavior in children. He received Penn State's Alumni Fellow Award in 2017 and the College of the Liberal Arts Service Society Award in 2013. It's my great pleasure to introduce to you Richard Lipton. Dick, over to you.
Thank you, Dean Lang. Hello, everyone. Congratulations to all of you on graduating from a really great university. You're probably wondering, how did this guy get chosen to deliver the commencement address to all of you? Well, I'll tell you. One day, months ago, I looked in my inbox, and there is this email from Dean Lang, who I, by the way, really like. And he says, we would be honored if you would consider delivering the commencement address in May. My first reaction was, I think the dean may have sent this to the wrong email address, and this was meant for someone else. But I was blown away with the invitation. Penn State has been an important part of my life for so long, and I love this university. And then I said to myself, something I do often, this is really cool. I mean, this is really cool. And I sent a note to Dean Lang saying, thanks, I will be there. Then the hard part really came. What was I going to say? I finally came to the conclusion that maybe the road that I had taken in life, full of twists and turns, trust me, had lessons that I learned along the way that might be of interest to some of you or all of you. I grew up in a middle-class family in a small town with loving parents and two sisters. We didn't have a lot of money, but my parents taught me valuable lessons that have stayed with me my whole life. They taught me to be honest, so I would never have to worry about what I said. They taught me to treat all people, whatever their race, religion, ethnic background, or financial situation, equally, unless they hurt other people. They taught me to say what was on my mind and to never hurt anyone intentionally, but try to constructively help them with problems or offer advice. And finally, they taught me that love really starts with respect and the care for the other individual. So that was my foundation lessons in life, and they have stayed with me forever. As far as my focus was concerned growing up, I dove headfirst into sports, with academics taking a very secondary position. As a matter of fact, when I was growing up, my parents had a thing called Happy C's, which meant if I came home with a report card with C's or better, they were really happy. Getting into Penn State was a transformative moment, and I knew I had to up my academic game if I wanted to stay at the university. As crazy as this is going to sound, it all started with a beautiful Spanish teacher who I had in my first year that I wanted to impress. So I began to study really hard, getting A's in her course, and then high marks in other courses as well. Then I realized if I applied myself, I could do well, and that thinking has been an enormous value to me in my professional career. I followed the academics up by getting involved with a load of organizations and activities that became a wonderful part of Penn State life. I was student congressman from downtown, chairman of Penn State's biggest annual events. I wrote for the Daily Collegian, was selected into Lion's Paw, and ran for student body president, which I lost. At this time, I also needed to make some money, so I found two unusual job positions at Penn State. My first job was as the clicker at the library. The administration wanted to know how many students were using the library on any given day. So I sat at the front door and I clicked a counter in my hand that registered every person coming in. The money wasn't great, trust me, but I met a lot of people, and I even got a few dates. My second job wasn't as exciting. I was the cleanup guy at the student grill. The worst part of the job was cleaning the grill at the end of the day. It was hot, it was smelly, and it was dirty. And I actually began to resent people who ordered hamburgers. After I left Penn State, I had no idea of what I wanted to do with my life, so I went to the Institute of Finance and graduate school in business at night because someone suggested I go to Wall Street and work as a stockbroker. Now, I did just that, but I kiddingly say I was one of the rare people who went to Wall Street with no money and left with less. But during that time, I learned something, a very valuable lesson about what motivates people to invest in stocks and bonds. And the word motivate has been integral to my business career. In simple terms, what will motivate someone to hire me? And for all of you, what will motivate someone to hire you? After Wall Street, I still didn't know what I wanted to do for a career. I loved New York, but I decided to move to California, where there was a lot more sun, beaches, and tennis courts for free. When I got to California, I was fortunate to meet some terrific people from Paramount Pictures who liked my financial background and needed help in an area of public relations called investor relations. Then one day, they asked me to help out on the launch of a new entertainment show called Entertainment Tonight, or as you might know, E.T. I said to them, I never helped launch a TV show before in my life. And they said, we trust you will learn fast. And I did. I also learned never to be afraid of a challenge, and neither should you. My activities in entertainment and media grew significantly from the first experience, and in 1986, I decided to start my own company that specialized in strategic communications, combining my experience on Wall Street with my love for entertainment. Since then, my company's been involved virtually in all sectors of entertainment with clients located around the world. Starting my own company began with believing in myself. When I created my firm, people asked, aren't you concerned about the responsibility and the risk? My response was twofold. First, I believed I could do things better than others in my field. And second, I didn't want to go through life regretting the fact that I didn't give it a shot on my own. Fortunately, things worked out well. So don't ever think you can't do something. Go out there and try, and more times than not, you will succeed. So what are some of the other things that I've learned in my life? I'm honest with myself and with others. I never guarantee things, but I do the best I can to achieve the results. I try to keep things simple. In this complex world in which we live, people are overwhelmed with too much information. So the simpler the message, the more it will be understood. I learned that there's no shame in not knowing the answer. If you have questions, don't be afraid to ask. Years ago, I asked a guy I respected a lot, how do you decide the decisions you make in your life? And his response to me was, just ask myself one question. I said, one question? What is it? He said, in what way will what I am about to do enrich my life? In what way will what I am about to do enrich my life? If the answer is it won't, don't do it. I've asked myself that question many times, and in the vast majority of cases, it worked out really well. Other things I found important: when you succeed, never forget how it started. Don't ever take it for granted. Be humble, not arrogant. The great scientist Albert Einstein once was asked, what is the difference between genius and stupidity? Einstein responded, genius has its limits. I close with a wonderful story that involves this university. When I was here, I served as chairman of Spring Week, the biggest annual event at that time on campus, and it was my job also to come up with a theme. Well, it turned out that Walt Disney had just passed away, so I made the theme a tribute to Walt Disney. Forward 20 years, a law firm calls me to represent a major client of theirs, but they would not reveal the name of the client until they met with me. We met, and they told me who it was, and we drove to the client's house. The home belonged to Mrs. Lillian Disney, Walt's widow. They wanted me to represent the Disney family, which I did for a very, very long time. At my second meeting with Mrs. Disney, I brought the Penn State Spring Week program that we had produced at that time, and that I had saved after all these years. It was a picture of me with Mickey Mouse ears and a message I had written about her husband, the visionary Walt Disney. Mrs. Disney looked at it, and then she looked at me and she said, it must be destiny that we are together. So never be afraid to take a meeting. You never know where in life it will take you or who you will meet. In closing, you are our future. And in there lies the opportunity to play an important and vital role in making this a better world. Please, please seize the opportunity. My thanks to Dean Lang and the university for making this a memory of a lifetime.
Thank you very much, Dick. Now I welcome Dr. Bishke back to the podium.
And now, class of 2026, we turn to the Board of Trustees. The legal corporate body of the Pennsylvania State University is its Board of Trustees. This is the body that, by our charter, is given final responsibility for the governance, welfare, and all other interests pertaining to the university. At this time, I call upon Trustee Anand Ganjam to authorize the conferring of degrees at this ceremony. By virtue of his position as immediate past president of the Penn State Alumni Association, Anand assumed a seat on the Board of Trustees on July 1, 2025. Anand earned a Bachelor of Science degree in Finance from the Smeal College of Business in 2015. Professionally, Anand is a strategy and consulting life sciences executive at Accenture, where he partners with some of the world's leading companies to reimagine how they teach their customers by helping their workforces adopt AI and modernize the way they go to market. From 2023 to 2025, Anand served as the youngest president in the Penn State Alumni Association's history, representing nearly 175 members and helping to shape the organization's strategy for engaging alumni of all ages and backgrounds. As a student, he served as president of the University Park Undergraduate Association, UPUA, and he has remained active with Penn State since graduation by serving on multiple university advisory boards and mentoring dozens of students. We are pleased that he is with us today. Trustee Ganjam.
Thank you, Dr. Bishke. And on behalf of the Board of Trustees, I offer my congratulations to the class of 2026, your friends and families. I hope you take a moment to reflect on what you've accomplished today. You are now Penn State graduates and members of the largest alumni association in the world. Now, I was sitting where you are today just over 10 years ago, and I remember feeling both incredibly proud and also, honestly, a little sad that my time with Penn State was coming to an end. But here's what I've learned since then. It doesn't have to end. Today, a decade since I've graduated, I'm proud to say that I feel more connected to Penn State than I have ever been. So when you're ready, I'd encourage you to find a way to stay involved, whether that's joining a local alumni association chapter, coming back to campus for an event, mentoring a student who's just starting the journey that you're finishing today, or even running to become the president of the Alumni Association or a member of the Board of Trustees. As Penn State alumni, you also have a say in the future direction of this university. All Penn State alumni may participate in the nomination and election process for alumni elected members of our Board of Trustees. This is another one of the many opportunities you have throughout your lives to remain an active member of this Penn State community that we all love. So now, I turn to my official duty. Dr. Bishke, by virtue of the authority vested in and as approved by the Board of Trustees of the Pennsylvania State University, you are authorized on behalf of the board to confer on each of these candidates the degree earned as certified by the appropriate college faculty and dean. Thank you and congratulations.
Thank you, Trustee Ganjam, for the authorization to confer degrees for these candidates assembled. Before we proceed to the conferral of degrees, please note that Penn State is recognizing our graduates who are actively serving veterans and graduates of our ROTC program with special red, white, and blue honor cords for their service and sacrifices. At this time, I would like to ask all graduates who are embarking on military service and veteran students who have served our country to please stand as you are able and remain standing. Now, will those guests stay standing? Will those guests in the audience who are veterans or active duty members of the military please stand as you are able? Thank you. You may be seated. I also want to take a moment to recognize another group of students with us today, our first-generation college students who are on the cusp of becoming first-generation Penn State alumni. Our first-generation students are pioneers within their families and trailblazers at our university. They face unique challenges not shared by many of their peers, and their tenacity in the pursuit of education, academic excellence, and personal and professional achievement is a model to which we can all aspire. Would all members of our graduating class who are first-generation students please rise as you are able? Congratulations. Congratulations. You may be seated.
Right. Thank you again, Dr. Bishke. So the College of Liberal Arts has grown, it's transformed, and distinguished itself for more than a century. Liberal arts alumni, now numbering more than 100,000, are leaders in every field of human endeavor: the arts, education, law, politics and public service, business, technology, science, and human services. Many of our faculty are internationally recognized authorities in their humanistic and social and life sciences disciplines, and our undergraduates who study in one of more than 50 major fields offered in the college animate our classrooms with energy, with intellect, and curiosity, and earn a national recognition through their scholarship, service, and philanthropy. And I'll just say this again, I am proud to be part of this college, and thank you all for that. And I now call upon Dr. Mark Morrison, Associate Dean for Undergraduate Studies in the College of the Liberal Arts, to come forward.
Thank you, Dean Lang. I now wish to recognize the graduates who have earned meritorious achievements. In the digital program, you can see those who are graduating in the top 12% of their class. Upon completion of the final grades, additional names will be added to this list. Diplomas will have this academic achievement noted on the official document. So students who are graduating summa cum laude or graduating in the top 2% are wearing a blue and white cord. Students who are graduating magna cum laude in the top 6% are wearing a blue cord, and students who are graduating cum laude in the top 12% are wearing a white cord. So please hold your applause until all students in all three categories are standing. So will those students graduating summa cum laude please rise as you're able and remain standing? Well done. Now will those graduating magna cum laude please rise as you're able and remain standing? And now will those graduating cum laude please rise as you're able? Congratulations again, and best wishes for your continuing excellence. You may be seated. And now it's my honor to recognize our graduating class of Paterno Fellows on behalf of the college. We very much value these talented students because they have consistently shown themselves to be outstanding scholars and engaged citizens during their time at Penn State. Not only have they surpassed the rigorous academic achievements expected of students in the Schreyer Honors College, our partner in the Paterno Fellows program, but they've also excelled in the liberal arts. They've mastered at least 2 fields of study, demonstrated outstanding abilities to communicate in a variety of media, studied abroad, and/or completed an ambitious internship. They've also studied ethical principles and applied them by taking on significant leadership and service responsibilities in the community. Now, will all the Paterno Fellows here today please rise as you're able? I congratulate each of you on your outstanding academic achievements. You may be seated. For every Penn State commencement ceremony, each college selects one student based on their academic, extracurricular, and leadership contributions to serve as student marshal and represent all seniors graduating from the college. Will Emmanuel Kraft, our college marshal for the College of Liberal Arts, please rise? Emmanuel is the son of Claire Montserrat and Stephen Kraft. He's graduating with a Bachelor of Arts degree in Political Science, a Bachelor of Science degree in Communication Arts and Sciences, and a Master of Public Policy degree. Emmanuel, also a Paterno Fellow and Schreier Scholar, and a member of the Presidential Leadership Academy from Silver Spring, Maryland, was deeply involved on and off campus. He served as co-founder and executive director of the Food Recovery Network at Penn State, helping recover more than 35,000 meals over 3 years by redirecting surplus food from campus dining halls and athletic facilities to local residents. This work inspired him to further engage with the State College community as a student representative on the Borough of State College's Community Development Block Grants Citizens Advisory Committee. He was recently named the 2026 recipient of the Eric A. Walker Award, presented annually to the Penn State student who has contributed the most to enhancing the university's reputation through extracurricular activities. In 2025, he received the university's Jackson Lethbridge Tolerance Award and a Stand-Up Award from the Rock Ethics Institute. Emmanuel participated in 4 week-long volunteer trips with the Penn State chapter of Global Brigades, traveling to Greece and Honduras to meet with local community leaders. While abroad, he helped facilitate the creation of legal resources for asylum seekers and led human rights workshops for refugee youth. On campus, he founded the chapter's student-led legal empowerment program. Emmanuel also served as a teaching assistant for the School of Public Policy, president of Pi Sigma Alpha, and an intern for the Congressional Hunger Center in Washington, D.C. After graduation, he will spend time in Harrisburg as a policy fellow with Team Pennsylvania. He plans to continue a career in policy and politics and hopes to one day run for elected office. I probably could even go on. Congratulations, thank you. At this time, we want to recognize another exceptional group of students, those selected to be recognized as their respective academic units' student marshals. Similar to the college student marshal, each school, department, or program conferring degrees today selects one student based on their academic, extracurricular, and leadership contributions to serve as student marshal and represent all seniors graduating from their respective units. We've provided information about each marshal's accomplishments in the commencement program, and I strongly encourage you to look at that. To begin, I ask all the major student marshals to stand. Please join me in recognizing our major marshals. This concludes the recognition of the department marshals. Thank you. You may be seated. And I'd now like to call upon Dean Lang to recognize another group of our graduating students.
Okay, thank you, Dean Morrison. As a land-grant institution, we are chartered to offer the opportunity for training in the military services, and at Penn State, we have the Army, Naval, and Air Force ROTC programs. Representing the joint services today is Lieutenant Colonel Tony Nicosia.
Thank you, Dean Lang. Will all graduates of the Pennsylvania State University Reserve Officer Training Corps please stand as able? It is a privilege for me to present our graduates of the Reserve Officer Training Corps as officers who will serve in the Armed Forces of the United States.
And on behalf of the Pennsylvania State University, I congratulate each of you. You may be seated.
Dean Lang, representing these candidates is Second Lieutenant Colin Hudson. Colin, can you please stand? Second Lieutenant Colin Hudson is the son of Lisa and David Hudson. They hail from Erie, Pennsylvania. He is graduating with a Bachelor of Arts degree in Russian and International Politics and a minor in Military Studies. Hudson studied abroad in Latvia and Lithuania through the Project Global Officer, building upon his Russian language skills, and traveled to Brighton Beach in New York City with the Russian Club, where he spoke with many Russian migrants about global affairs. He was also an active participant in many of the clubs in Army ROTC, as well as the Nittany Catholic Club. After graduating, he will be attending Duquesne University Thomas R. Klein School of Law in the fall and will become an Army judge advocate. But more importantly, he plans to marry his fiancée, Mackenzie Cherry, in August. Congratulations, Colin. Thank you, Dean.
You may be seated. Okay, thank you, Lieutenant Colonel. Okay, we're moving right along. So I'm very pleased now to introduce a cherished part of the graduation ceremony, crossing the platform, as your name is read aloud. So as our students prepare to cross the stage platform, let's all recognize our students who couldn't be here today, but are watching this event around the country and around the world indeed. So please join me in congratulating them with a round of applause, if you would. So I've done this long enough to know that I would waste my time to tell you not to applaud as people cross the stage. So I'm not going to do that. But here's what I'm going to ask you to do. Because families are eager to hear their student's name, I just ask that you refrain from excessive noise. Can we do that? Okay, let's make a go of it. All right, so graduates, to you, after you cross the platform and in the spirit of we are, I ask you to please return to your seats to celebrate with your fellow graduates for the remainder of the ceremony. And after the last graduate crosses the stage platform, we will confer your degrees. We've not done it yet. We will confer your degrees, and you can then move your tassels from right to left. So be sure to remain at your seat for this very important moment as you become Penn State alumni. And here we go.
Graduates in anthropology and anthropological science are
Brianna Sue Nash, Paige Elizabeth Miller, Marina Blake Liddick, Margaret Eleanor O'Neill, Joshua Aaron Reif, Daniel Patrick Gazillo, Noah Ethan Burgess, Skylar Hamilton, Addison Rose Casely, Margaret Sage Loya, Morgan Mumbauer, Joshua Quirk, Joshua Nolan Carr, Lily Ariana Sharp, Chase M. Theodori, Sadie Elizabeth Barlett, Jaden Harold Pound, Jack P. Meyer, Sloan M. Fuller, Regan Mackenzie Dixon.
graduates in communication arts and sciences, organizational and professional communication are
Ava Gianna Nociforo, Tara Danielle Goodyear, Ava J. Usavage, Gretchen Harting de Carillas, Kate Alexa Candelaria, Max Isaac Lippett, Ella Jenes, Sarah Mohammed A. Tashkandi, Lily Adrielle Redhouse, Danielle Elizabeth Falcon, Luca Ferrari Papas, Benjamin Noyes, Daniel Thomas Gregory, Nayeli Espinoza Torres, Evan Matthew Wickersham, Elias P. Jesselson, Ryan Alexandre Ortiz, Andrew William Martin, Megan Sorrell Cronelis, Kira Marie Hildum, Olivia Jane Barnes, Jaden Keefe Meinke Stoltzfus, Thomas Dominic Ventriglio Jr., Nicholas Defina, Jake Alexander Daglian, Celia Ray, Marilyn Capps, Isabella M. Troisi, Alexis Ann McCulchick, Isabel May Downs, Annabelle Renee Martinez,
Taylor Hoy,
Karina Mayana Quinn, Richard Matthew O'Brien Jr., Julia Jane Royer, Jacqueline Lorraine Lutz, Molly Ann Booker, Lauren Josephine McAllister,
James Lanning,
Zhaojin Ju, Sam Dillon Playton,
graduates in philosophy are
Sabrina Gabrielle Laurel Knox, Sophia B. Montaner, Alexandra Max Jaffe, Isabella Hannah Cato, Emery Cottingham, Carson Matthew Orlando, Ian Patrick Mulroney, Ethan James Convis, Jack Griffin, Lily Carol Capizzuto, Jared Anthony Carvajal,
graduates in comparative literature, French and Francophone studies, and global and international studies are Mariana Hadjiafathiou,
Malika Kaminyan Latis, Amy Renee Schaefer, Catherine Pinto, Anushka K. Ramroop, Emily Machezik, Evie Gail Glickman, Melanie Daleska Lopez Gonzalez, Vladimir Rafael Ortiz,
Owen Kios Perry,
Jasmine Tanner, Samantha Jaggerdeo, Kelly Lynn Corey, Cody Robert Dent, Wei Chi Tsang, Kyle Young Berlin, Sabrina Lynn Lanning, Callista Sermons, Nora Caroline D. Martino, Kayla Giovanna Bellotti, Douglas Robert Salomon, Gina Marie Sorgi, Kenneth Peter Sonnergren, Jr.,
graduates in German, Russian linguistics are
Kendall Penkunas, Veronica Zofia Miskowiak, Logan David Romanowski, Aidan Bennett Dlugach, Colin David Hudson, James Shin, Royal Austin Miller,
Samantha Schurz,
Gloria Diamond Santi, Ainsley Lura Braun, Alec M. Breslin, Catherine Kelly,
Elizabeth McCann,
Joshua Reed Basin, Shiara Sharit Cardona Tafur, Hannah Marie Kearns, Brady Michael Lim,
graduates in Japanese, Chinese, Asian Studies, and Korean are
J. Bradley Reed Jr., Emma Marie Anderson, Newlyn R. Bonady, Audrey Rain Meyer, Sydney Faye Engelman, Angie Anchi Lin,
graduates in Italian and Spanish are
Catherine Marie Estes, Alexis Chase Wilson, Bryce Berger, Olivia Wright, Marissa Louise Schell, Dana Eve Rahili, Gianna Tori Martinelli, Mariah Danielle Elizondo, Ilana Joy Lang, Christina Marie Ellis, Olivia Rose Games, Sadie Elizabeth Jacobs, Holden Nash Foster, Luca Miselli, Madeline Grace Diodato, Jennifer Ellen Chu, Cole Dyer Danke, Lucy Page Schilling,
graduates in History, Jewish Studies, Medieval Studies, Middle East Studies, Latin American Studies, Classic and Ancient Mediterranean Studies are
Alessandra Nicoletta Dimchev, Shen Wu, Hannah Susan Hammond, Nicholas Martin Groney, Benjamin Tozier, Catherine Jean Testa, Jordan Tizard, Andrew Jonathan Savering, Evan Andrew Cutler, Max Harrison Lustig, Caitlin Christine Johns, Zoe Rebecca Perry Gray, Alicia Christine Junt, Jennifer Rose McCartney, Kirsten Renee Sheffley, William Ross Peterson, Alexander William Wardle, Mateo Ulises Wu, Lucas Elliott Farmer, John Patrick Highland, Kimberly Naidu, JC Nicole Wilson Zeely, Emiliano David Rocha, Maje M. Salisbury, Ella Margarita Garza, John Ashley Ward Jr., Zachariah Eastman Lewis Hamer Lang, Jacob Lewis Perlmutter, Harold Wilson Arand III, Nicholas Paul Bedrosian, Robert Frankenfield, Sean Matthew Babbitt, Christian Michael Burns, John Aidan Campbell, Evan Charles Dragone, Alexander Foster,
Yu Chen,
Gabriella Camille Sarandrea, James Edward Nowicki, James Anthony Moleka III,
graduates in Criminology are
Veronica Mary Figg, Jackson Blake Roman Muldrow.
Jose Emmanuel Logosin. Sean Devon Williams.
Anaya Simone Clark. Richard Michael Johns Jr. Ivana Alexia Tamayo. Megan Nicole Marsh. Hannah Marie Aitken. Brendan Cormac Kelly. Julia Esperanza Salinas. Abigail Elizabeth Yevitz. Luke Contino. Bridget Elizabeth Anders. Jenna Ann Giran. Nicole L. Yost. Isabella L. Whartonby. Linnea Isabel Lucero. Daniela Brianne Guzman Villa. Asia Monet Slade. Sinelli Castillo. Tori Schuyler Berkowitz. Ella Marie Haley. Jordan Elise Jokums. Mackenzie Shahar Paget. Lindsay Jade Dunleavy. Boyoung Fan.
Iris Fang.
Lucas J. Marini. Isabel D. Tomasino. Kaina Wahi. John Alfonso Gregory. Samantha Elizabeth Maher. Autumn Page Cronung. Alexis Riley Corbett. Logan Joseph Aldrich. Belle Isadora Ellis. Jessica Nicole DiPietro. Alexa Calvanese. Carter Blake McMullen. Sabrina del Valle Rivero Gonzalez. Riley Page Fegley. Madera Santalone. Madeline Ruth Bainey. Eva Elizabeth Hires. Carolyn Rose Monahan. Cheryl A. White. Kaiwan Imran. Delaram Radmanesh. Andrea Renee Santillan. Aiden Gagne. Claire Elizabeth Haywood. McKenna Hill. Sawyer Lee Teggart. Tess Ellis Meir. Tiffany Rose Gilchrist. Logan A. Keaveney. Julia L. DeFuria. Zoe Samantha Feinberg. Sabrina Rose Breeden. Samantha J. Carrion. Selena Maria Ba-Outer. Isabel Huang. Lauren Michelle Murnock. Marisa Jane Temashuk. Jacob Clemente Hetrick. Carmine Anthony Caruso. Nicholas David Lopez Cristancho. Chloe Sophia Vanneman. Justin Arnold. Alexa Nicole Sissio. Sabrina Gabriela Bailon. Maria Isabella Espinal. Shadiq Kareem Houston. Kairu Fujinuma. Noel Christian Rupley. Carlene Acosta. Hannah Justine Felisa Sleeper. Nicholas James Garner. Sasha Michelle Kaskavage. Brenna Claire Bowers, Bethany Marie Montalbano, Jack Townsend Crowley, Caitlin Elizabeth Lepar, Cameron Hoffman, Olivia Lynn Dickey, Olivia Nicole Pence, Alyssa Nicole Fuchs, Kevin John Kushwara, Megan Julianne Dilly Jones, Samantha Lee Banek, Gianna Marie Capuano, Kara Elizabeth Stover, Tanner Nicodemus Rogers, Jessica Haley Miller, Jillian Christine, Aviana Jean Lee Palmore, Alexander Bruce Morris, Juhi Sanjay Kumar Patel, Taylor Drew Bain, Kirthana Sai, Amelia Green, Macy Jade Kirk, Nora Faye Eisenstein, Ava Schultz, Mary Linda Jolly, Catherine Shaya, Grant Jacoby, Kevin Charles Beck, Nathaniel James Boyd,
Jack Henriquez,
John Anthony Sarcone IV, Allison M. Rogers, Jonah Howard Steele, Michael Scott Brown, Alyssa Rhea Tice, Alexander David Lamb, Brian Patrick Kurduff Jr., Drew Robert Saluk, Sadie McKenna Willett, Madison Page DePalma,
Eliana Catalani,
Julia Elizabeth Romano, Alexis Shargi, Madison Pina Isabella, Amanda Christina Patty, Elizabeth Teresa Shellhammer, Angelina Sonia Rizzotti,
Anthony Crispy,
Johanna Elise Green, Macy Lee Seymour, Isabella Naporano, Maria Dolores Hernandez Leal, Diana Salinas Torres, Chelsea Rebecca Davis, Alexa Marie Filiberto, Isabella Mariah Samus, Shara Shante Terrian Rogers, Isaiah Benjamin O'Brien, Isabel Ling Newby, Noah Harlow Diggs, Lauren Nicole Mellis, Caitlin Patricia Cronin, Shane Michael Garver, Aidan Ross DeLucy,
oh, that's from the reception,
Caitlin Pajot,
729.
Nicole Elizabeth George, Gianna Rose Minghanelli, Jessica Danielle Weingrad, Jake Francis Zapolsky, Patrick Michael Barata,
I'm guessing here
Gabe Daubert, Joseph Christopher DiBiase, Garrett Lawrence Thayer,
more here than the word Smeal.
David Nathaniel Hayes, Nolan John Cataldi, Kevin Michael Debussy, Sydney Corrine Peacock, Elizabeth Ann Benton, Caroline Elizabeth Kelly, Kayla Mello Danoni, Lauren Rose Connors, Margaret May Gagliano, Jacqueline Eileen Good, Bianca Yude, Thomas J. Nuzzi, Ashley Carmona, Abigail Rose Fusaro, Erica Antoinette Grant, Tari Ine Dawson, Justine Grace Buell, Delaney Stephanie Moreno, Nikki Taylor Kuzi, Isabella Luna Maldonado, Michaela Emmy Amundsen, Erica Rose Young, Erica Lynn Proskowski, Megan Michelle Pauley, Grace Ann Rimdyka, Alexis Hart, Shelby Elizabeth McRae, Cecilia Grace Beckley, Isabella Emily Ingram, Abigail Gomez, Justin Balliette, Louis Joseph Malfara III, Daniel J. McKenna, Madison Rose Ratner, Wenjia Tong, Shelby Renee Corbett, Christina Louisa Hughes, Rosiris Emily Almonte, Olivia E. Graham, Serena Michelle Lex, Lauren Elizabeth O'Connor, Savannah Magnus, Victoria DeGrazia, Matthew Mitchell Venutolo, Thomas Curtis Arthur, Nicholas Matthew Sumrell, Elizabeth Eggley, Georgia Barrett Thomas, Samantha R. Grady, Faye Riley Aaron, Catherine Elizabeth Payerchin, Sydney Amber Merced, Jackson Rubio, Jasenia Marie Davis, Ian Reppy, Joseph Brasky III,
Graduates in sociology are
Ran Taysir B. Alquinezi, Layan Nidal A. Ismail, Nora Ahmed Al-Sayeg, Jake Louis Leviton, Andrew Liner, Kayla Ariana Johnson, Mariam Suleiman, Yubirid Rios Rolon, Elbia Gabriela Vidal Castillo, Tae Hyung An, Yin Ting Jin, Ting Jun Huang, Brooke Arnold, Morgan May Heenan, Libby Deborah Shadek, Rebecca Munitz, Morgan Ariana Gates, Ashley Elizabeth McNulty, Sophia Rose Lotito, Connor James Zuver,
graduates in English are
Madeline Eileen Hennon, Stephanie Kim, Stephanie Pinto, Lucia Mary Howard, Sierra Diane Allman, Jace Taylor, Kenneth Paul Sidlecki, Maria Victoria Acosta Rondon, Laurel Grace Roth, Jenna Marie Vincenti, Samuel Patrick Conway, Nathan Robert Campbell, Sarah J. O'Connell, Emma Strickling, Parker Ann Wadding, Olivia Marie Switalski, Demi Kaya Kelly Hananui, Reagan Elizabeth Staub, Isabella Teske, Emily Nicole Ramsey, Mariella Kim Elias, Autumn Denise Mitchell, Christine Teresa Davanzo, Lily Caroline Christopher, Rayanne Lynn Patterson, Madeline McKenna Iser, Julia May Frederick, Katie Teresa Dallas, Yadzia Alexis Santiago, Mercedes Janet Hamilton, Alexander Richard Crawl,
Jacqueline Pacala,
Caroline Grace O'Mara, Logan Alexander Lorich, Halverson Owen McCune,
graduates in Labor and Employment Relations, Labor and Human Resources, and Organizational Leadership are
Noble Emerson Dresser, Danielle Marie Campanella, Alexa Kathleen Hoffman, Michael Colin Fleury, Gavin Kushinsky, Dennis Michael Haggerty II, James Bannon, Stephen Patrick Burns, Mehmet Kapani, Isabella Lee Vitali, Leah Moore, Tiana Sarita Gill, Melissa J. Irwin, Madeline Marie Williams, Jamila Francis Godwin, McKenna Page Kane, Alexandra Rhodes Harris, Jenna Nicole Dietrich, Yvette Marie Pautasi Huerta, Francis Christopher Fuimano Jr., Shiru Zhang, Lashana F. Alston, Bethel Teferi, Andrea Rook, Catherine Cialfi, Brooke Alexa Colanino, Talia Page Kaplan, Mary Madeline Pike, Alexis Rose McDermott, Natalie Ann Fiorella, Ivo Amoedo Ferreira III, Sandra Jean Campbell, Alexa Crum, Alexa Rose Spagnola, Ashley Ryan Berman, Julie Emma Jenkins, Becky Leah Jenkins, Mohammed Amin Hayajina, Zachary Brian Webster, Spencer Ryan Bernack, Christopher James Weinshank, Jorge Eduardo Flores de Valgaz Jr., Dennis Nathaniel Kretzing, Tiffany Zhang, Claudia Linares, Olivia Grace Gordon, Anna Lisa Cardesi, Mason Arthur Siegel, Brendan Batavio, Julia Elizabeth McCosco, Inaya Erica Michelle, Ryan Andrew Uhler, Carly Ann Sebring, Gianna Gentili, Jackson Samuel Pritz, Jocelyn Leah Friedman, Jiaxian Si, Kayla Williams, Kayla Rose Duma, Emma Nicole Sowers, Aubrey Lauren Sipes, Raina Williams, Alexandra Sanchez, Heidi Romaldo, Rosemary Espinal, Genevieve Ferrari Frayne, Carson Campbell Mitra Litzinger, Maggie Kate Alesius, Brianna Emily Cook, Neil Austin Lilov, Belki Yamilaith McNeil, Caitlin Joyce Nieves Sosa, Ali Melissa Yisa, Harold Dean Kuwazaki, Sophia Hayes Lenderman, Rebecca Ann Curtis, Lauren Ashley Unterberger, Tara Grace Hughes, Natalie Grace Zolio, Ian Anthony Rush, Jonathan W. Barry, Camila Altamirano, Wendy Williams St. George, Jesse Allen Nyman, Richard James Simcoe, Miles Christian Drake, Si Young Tung, Rosanna C. Lirini, David Martin Segura Jr., Brandon Way, Xavier Musson, Cameron Thomas Alqueza Vernon, Jake Williams, Zachary J. Sharkey, Quinn Reuben Keller, Jack Wadsworth, Zoe Jekyll,
Thierry Onyambo,
Alexander Tyler Aristia, Sabrina Sargent, Frances Grace Barzano Argain, Alexandra Rose Ennis, Brian William Arnold, Quincy Majors,
graduates in multidisciplinary studies are
Alec John Mazer, John Francis Kasserine II, Purnima Bina Tomi, Danielle Patrice Grill, Kada Nanda Dulal, Kevin James Hayward, Juliana Gaitis, Kennedy Roberts, Kaylin Taylor Baldwin,
graduates in African American Studies and African Studies are
Morgan Joseph Overman, Xiaowin Zhang, Jade Lombard,
graduates in Women's, Gender, and Sexuality Studies are
Olivia Marie Podscotch, Emma Russell, Zachary Ryan Walborn,
graduates in Political Science, International Politics, Social Data Analytics, Law and Society, and Integrated Social Studies are
Emmanuel George Michelle Kraft, Benjamin Michael Lindgren, Abigail May Weinstein, Caitlin Rose Chukagian, Fred L. Quinn III, Benjamin Lee Barkdahl,
Abel Gamachu Seifa Selassie, Nabil Adam,
Amy Destiny Nicholson, Raudel Perez, Joshua Rush Nissenson, Kazi Tassin, John Gordon Cobell, Rachel Shui, Courtney Ka V. Lam, Savannah Shea Hertzke, Amanda Hope Rawlings, Alden Tutich, Yulia Victoria Carapella, Justine Elizabeth Finnegan, Abigail Ryan Creech, William Moser, Jonas Christian Balunis, Lincoln Richard Hall, George Matthew Keene, Michael Conry, Ryan Hunter Wohl, Jamie Allison Frank, Natalie Ann Giordano, Thomas Keenan Mooney, Nicholas Grayton Jeffrey Forbes, Darren Ariana Moody, Hannah Martha Davis, Donovan Elias Martinez,
Liliana Sabin,
Rimjim Mitra, James Isaac Myers, Clarissa Lee Tice, Emily Rose Danchek, Taryn Sade Johnson, McKenna Joan Hopla, Erica Jean Palmer, Andrew Hua Xiao Zhang, Kaylin Mi Chao Tran, Amari Saunders, Serenity Hanifa Myers, Joy Mwara, Isabella Marie Ricci, Michaela Gomez Arango, Jana Alexandra Hippoli, Sophia Rose Veneziano, Youssef Mohammed Shaisha, Destiny Marie Al-Jararha, Braden Burr, Emma Sidney Hobler, Emma Yumpelt, Savannah Powder Morris, William Sebastian Nicolo, Amy Natalia Hill, Oliver James Radcliffe, Alexander James Joyce, Miriam Arzate, Itzia Alejandra Carr, Chiara Bella Safina, Deborah Nimley,
John Simmons,
Hannah Lynn Clark, Peyton Mackenzie Smith,
Itoni Nidels,
Natalie Marie Fuller, Martina Yanacone Velasco, Sophia May Valchak, Anisha Parida, James Ross Burrows, Meg Francis Dillman, Andrew Martin Cole, Adefolarin Oluwafalekemi Otunaya, Marie Moeli Emmanuel Boa, Riley Farrell Olmsted, Alexis Borelli, Magdalene Grace Chilcott, Logan Elizabeth Haig, Ellie Diane Madden, Jack Burton, Ibrahim I. Biaese, Daniel Turpin, Justin Bentz, Jessica Eileen Firestone, Seth Bradley English, Richard Evans Sutton,
Michael Hahn,
Ashton Vincent Taylor, Jose T. Velasquez, Matila Zaman, Andia Shanice Hall, Jody Lee McMillan, Emily Violet Weichline, Grace Hudson Stewart, Nicholas Anthony Graviano, Lily Mary Quagliozzi, Ella Ann McGuigan, Annalise Caleef McGowan, Nicole Ashley Cruz, Christopher Daniel Lacey, Maxwell James Morgan, Nia Jarek Sosa Abreu, Matthew Filippo, Maxwell A. Rubenstein, Kira Hope Mayer, Miranda Page Nace, Eduardo Alberto Cisternas Gomez, Anna Victoria Kellum, Brian Andrew Afe, Finnegan Schickel Underwood, Nathan Morgan, Nakimia N. Braxton, Madison Grace Baumgardner, Catherine Ellen Kessel, Anne Marie Dahlman, Ifeoluwa Haniel Olorinde, Zora Alexis Wills, Sophia Leilani Childs, Dashley Valeria Penaloza, Kendall Aline McDaniel, Kennedy Creer, Willoughby Dougal Galbraith, Ahmed Yusha Al-Saleh, Paulino Alberto Tejada, Hope Olivia Williams, Tafiq Williams, Caitlin Miroslav, Olivia M. McClure, Sophia Carolina Lema, M. Soline Laureen Bunda, Sydney Marjorie Adekemi Osenloye, Amanda Isabel Barrett, Anissa Pelzer, Tyler Francis Gerard Chadwick, Matthew Robert DeBoard, Sean Smith, Joseph William Solana, Isabel Rose Ems, Michael Joseph Fowler, Hunter James Stake, Eric Matthew Bolang, Danielle Giovanna Sharillo, Kyle Jonathan Megardichian, Uma Aparicio, Avery Bergman,
Diego Serrano,
Angel Xavier Perez, Michael Sebastian Bedoya, Gabriel Adam Eves Voiles, Joseph Riley Hoban, Isaiah Ben Brown, Evan Jacob Lip, John Mitchell Stone, Stavros Hatzigianakis, Timothy David Vogt, Sophia Rose Lehman, Joaquin Ortega Martin, Ryan Christopher Tamayo, Jake A. DeSchulo, Ava Stahl, Joshua Anthony Mert, Michael Petracco, Sean Hamin Kim, Brady Danielle Lucas Savage, Colin Sean Jones, Michael Paul D. Lorenzo, Caitlin Virginia May Morris, James Anthony, Silas Philip Alouche, Nicholas William Christoph, Catherine Ann Swainer, Cody James Danton, Joal Simons, Lexia Dumelfort,
Graduates in psychology are
Elena Therese Conkler-Peck, Caleb Bailey Gwynn, Donovan Owen Cumberbatch, Luca Joseph Villani Morabito, Tamara Mikhailov, Tessa Corinne Sherrod, Damini Nair, Jui Baliga, Abigail Silberman, Ana Maria Alvarado Sanchez, Cassandra Lynn Page, Shiera Shante Harris, Kirsten Marie Shreve, Ariadne Caldas, Kashmira Adi Hiten Vakaria, Ella Lauren Lanes, Time Morgan, Jenny Jang, Allison Rachel Ponzo, Lindsay Melissa Jandro, Brianna Rose Stanley, Cassandra Janine Weber,
Jasmine Purwal,
Gia Manoj Joshi, Isabel Nina Bernal, Kim Wynn, Claire Chen, Bailey Morgan Lapido, Reese Victoria Edgewater, Emily Jordan Chess, Hannah L. Smith, Sabrina Tsopros, Riley Zink, Genesia Arwen Negron, Sierra Maith, Vivian Chen, Yi Jia Tong, Jenny Yuan, Hyo-Ching Young, Kristen Zhang, Shujin Ho, Naya Cole Owens, Catherine Delaney Malman, Caitlin Grace Jara, Helena Rose Barletti, Dylan Ross Jeck, Mackenzie Eden Copew, Victoria Ann Harty, Sophie Alice Marshall, Isis Kyla Mitchell,
Emily Lagallo,
Keena May Reyes, Vanshika Jayan, Kira Jane Mikesell, Alexandra Grace Young, Rachel Phi Dockstader, Haley Naveen Wiles, Kirsten Lee Doheny, Lane Alexis Kulpinski, Brianna DeMello Brozo, Ariana Jane Resavage, Alicia Nicole Galveo, Marie M. Barron, Morgan Ann Jones, Joanna Sack, Ariel Zohar Cohen, Fernando Michael McKeon, Angelina Marie Tirmizi, Caroline Rose Downey, Matthew John N. Kolowski, Heather Lynn Galanato, Jordan S. Spicer,
thank you. Congratulations to you.
Andrew Feeden Brown, Maria Isabel Toro, Paige Rosalie Riley, Nevin Ahanu Orleans, Alexander Xavier Vopelius, Sage Cynthia Hubbard, Dylan Starr Bird, Esha Samir, Emily Victoria Eisinger, Danielle E. Craven, Grace Schultz, Colby Allen Clare, Aubrey Elizabeth Presson, Catherine Lucille Connolly, Lokin Joseph Valeski, Nicholas Anthony Alvernaz,
Eliza Francesca Martinez,
Jonah Sherlock Ellis, Gianna Nicole Flatch, Alexis Emma Abramson, Charlotte Mira Gouger, Brevin Dooley, Anna Teresa Capobianco, Guting Su, Kieran Marie Swift, Alyssa Faith Farina, Erica Mariam Aggie, Ashley Lynn Greenan, Saloni Janorkar, Rafaela Concius, Michelle Elizabeth Gibby, Parker Joseph Price, Devin Theresa Rapp, Paige Kathleen Durborough, Isabella Ann Cervini, Olivia Madalena Gatto, Kaylin Alyssa Charnitsky, Thomas F. Galucci, Abigail Grace Lawrence, Olivia M. Hyman, Bryn Alexandra McRae, Madeline Catherine Craig, Emily Page Walter, Lauren Lamp, Jedeli Araceli Alvarado, Genevieve Marcela Januszewski,
Spencer Corbacero Smith,
Benjamin Beal, Katrina E.K. Kahihi Kolo Knox, Ava Chrisman, Elizabeth Greer Mitchie, Brandon Michael Goss, Sora DeBello, Jessie Ann Shawless, Emma Louise McCool, Jessica Emma Moresco, Jacqueline Ferreira Basso, Jordan Presley Silva, Carolyn Ann Corallo, Caroline Elizabeth Kennedy, Natalia Christine Fabrizio, Lindsay Stetzer, Joshua Martin Barnhart, Helena Helga Chayadi, Grace Marie Osborne, Aaron Balderas Toledo, Ava Irene Swanson, Ava Simone DeCastro, Charlotte Rita Riley, Emily Nina Makija, Maisie Delaney Ballenberg, Gabrielle Michelle Shirk, Anna McLean Benko, Christopher Novak, Ashton Marco Ginsburg, Jordan Meisner, Emma E. Halt, Colin Robert Moylan, Alexandra Lucchese, Lindsay Alexa Villarreal, Courtney Rose Van Tassel, Jordan Elizabeth Palacios, Jordan Chisholm Feeney, Ashley Marie Decker, Grace Mira Nicolai, Ariana Isabella Diarmas, Cecilia May Wetzel, Anna Marie Clevenhagen, Gabrielle Elizabeth Niporti. Ava Catherine Coops. Areli Carrillo. Diana Isabel Ramos. Alexa Ashley. Catherine Kelly Williams. Kendall Elizabeth Bootsy. Charlotte Mary Vinson. Gloa Pierre. Anjola Oluwapelumi Taiwo.
Hunter Refiner.
Joran A. Gowdy. Shane Reese Rossini. Bodie Green Kennedy. Caitlin Rose Lacey. Jasmine Andrea Cuartas Ruiz. Sarah Watson. Casman E. Ray. Makai Lamont Kennedy. Chelsea Crystal Campos Perez. Arlene Cespedes. Desiree Maya Cotto. Alexis Megan Kennedy. Erin Haley Sluck. Akena Muchia. Ruthza Rose Gerard. Cameron Boyagueno. Ayana Angel Dior Burrows. Catherine Bokila Balmores. Kirsten Emily Alley. Marissa Lynn Cagnano. Branwyn Rose Shantz. Zoe Adeline Suen. Shaylee Ann Mageni. Gabrielle Showalter. Megan Elizabeth Collins. Maxwell Theodore Rennenberg. Lena Ahmad. Phoebe H. Tatton. Molly Catherine Ray. Isabella Rose Powers. Jalen Angeline Zayez Inoa. Connor Matthew Murphy. Samuel Casimir. Madeline Rachel Schaefer. Mackenzie Elia Gonzalez. Elea Marie Christensen. Gianna Marie Gaidula. Charles Newborn. Sergio N. Valechico. Kyler Austin Petrie. Abhirup Chakrabarti. Alec Connolly. Daniel J. Morrissey. Kushronak Chinai. Alexandra Marie King. Sedona Robel. Riley Joel Maas. Michael DeAntonis. Elida Maria Meitner. Colleen Ann Hawley. Nicholas Stephen Ioli. Amanda Marie Miklos. Emily Julia Harper. Isabella Martini Bernardi. Olivia Elaine Johnston. Erin Christine Nall. Abigail Elizabeth Lasky. Cameron Nicole Pavelko. Sophia Jolyn Long. Lana Amelia Burke. Hannah Paige Workman. Madison Ruby Miller. Emily Chait. Morgan Elizabeth Barry. Mara Anna Terhoven Ursulmans. Savannah Alexa Dowd. Sophia Ann D. Joseph. Julia Garcia. Bianca de Nobrega Silva. Diana Elizabeth Lopez. Leah Brianne Shidleski. Catherine Grace Chamora, Gavin Osborne Mook, Mary Elizabeth Irwin, Hunter Rain Kulago, Caitlin Sorvillo, Ariana Nicole Castro, Lena Huang Vo, Quinice T. Armstrong, Sage Anaya Duncan, Cassidy Lynn Cassis, Alexis Bree Cashman, Lauren Elizabeth Flynn, Marina Toran Rutter, Shay Elizabeth Deasy,
Alexis Humani,
Danielle Elizabeth Rogers, Alyssa Marie Daniels, Grace Friel, Sophie Danielle Gerstein, Ashley Ray DeRopp, Isabella Maria Rodriguez, Taylor Healy Alleman, Whitney Doherty Thomas, Michael Stephen Moskowitz, Hanqing Wang, Madison Rain Jeffries, Jane Sluice, Sophie Diane Grunsweig, Claire Daniels, Elizabeth Moose, Annabelle Nadine Ward, Andras Thomas Kulsar, Zayn Michael Spearing, Amanda Riley McEnany, Juliana Lucia Gray, Christopher Hernandez Ocampo, Logan James Grant, Deirdre Stein, Christopher Ryan Bartow, Ting Yu Chang, Samantha Marie Godey, Elizabeth Loy Yeager, Victoria Shao Stetz, Karis Lee Roberts, Mayuri Purani, G. Gavin Robinson IV, Olivia Soleil Peterson, Beatriz Alves Moraes, Cherish Harriet Graham, Andal Amar Roban, Oriana Isabel Franco, Miguel Nicolas Morazan Simon, Xander Shah, Benjamin Fox Pekarchik, Michael Anthony DeMedio, Connor Joseph Ladd, Taylor Alexis Kegger, Dana Denise Martinez, Mallory Page Gould, Madison Stiles, Haley Ann Ouimet, Antonia Patricia Preet, Cole Steffen, Ryan Haley Fenster, Shoshana Ariel Pontel, Benjamin Malej, Samantha Grace Capello, Gavin Antonio Lawrence Jr., Julianne Elizabeth Guerin, Caroline Karis McMahon, Riley Catherine O'Connor, Felicity Janasia Martin, Brianna Mitchell, Paige Renee Halsaver, Alessandra J. Crawford, Carly Rose Sotak, Craig Michael Taylor, Marissa Nicole Judith Hoke, Devin Elizabeth Rogozinski, Dante Ricardo Velasco, Adriana Victoria Albornoz, Reba Marie Grove, Kendall Ray Lobb, Jessica Audrey Wolf, Julia Chirongwe, Morotiola Olivia Babajide, Morgan Caitlin Kolpetzer, Isabella Rose Rule, Christina Leona Mitchell, Choi Yu Chang, Cassandra Lynn McMullen, Noel Yovino, Starla Zetera Vosugi, Peter Alexander Foran, Ruby Kopman, Ria Samir Naik, Sarah Carolyn Allison, Jennifer Margaret Bilitska, Jared Michael Contaldi, Kira Simone Brown, Alexandria Acosta, Hannah Lynn Mera, Emily Grace Lombardo, Kayla Madison Kling, Maria Cristina Parenti, Danielle Kaeli Johnson, Skyla Lee Regan, Madison Brooks Smurdell, Devin Olivia Kiesendahl, Connor Joseph Remp, Austin Joseph Bankos, Amelia Ingargiola, Olivia Josephine Austrich, Chloe Marie Kane, Lisa Yvonne Kaiser, Taylor Eve Nutter, Kimberly Ann Vosbrink, Haley Kate Drossner, Lacey Jo Zanardini,
Lauren Elizabeth Ade,
Zishu Chen, Julie Ann Cross, Hannah Lynn Oyster, Angelina Mejia, Violet Christine Miller, Jocelyn Renee Willis, Jack D. Perry, Zoe Madison Keller, Ariel Lynn Sweely, Alexa Isamar Sanchez Perez, Shaquana Shakira Simpson, Milan A. Dukes, Gifty Snami Densanua Wardlow Parker, Victoria Ann Muriel Michelle, Alexander Richard McCready's, Matthew Porsaba, Peng Sheng Yang, Madison Hunter, Lucas Bertagnoli Adamus, Aidan Heath Bard Mazel, Rachel Weekander, Joe William Freeston, Anthony Amatreno Myers, Paul Netland III, Robert Louis Spatafora, David Egbuson, Benita Arlene Kumba Brooks,
graduates in economics are
Beneta Yordanova Jambova, Joyce Kapoor, Raghav Dadhich, Noor Jasmine, Samuel Reuben Harshman Smith, Noah Robert Sapper, Logan Avery Peace,
Victor Liu,
Zitao Ling, Brett Logan Kaufman, Jace Nicholas Caponegro, George John Papadis, Ian Lewis Morrison, Gavin O'Halloran Pitts, Jason Wexler, Dakota Jade Kujowski, Lee Orders, Brendan Kilkenny, Shuangge Chen, Jinhua Jiang, Jingle Wang,
Helena Flinchball,
Ella C. Nocera, Haley Madison de la Torre, Adam Unterseyer, Damon Frederick Janati, Aya Nader Farhat, Madison Elizabeth Crump, Jessica Wynn, Michael Joseph Rohosky, Aaron Joseph Peeler, Andrew Michael Ortega, Thomas Mullen, Handong Zhang, Jue Wu, Jelena Chen, Xianran Jiang, Ninglu Tang, Shubin Li, Yang Zhengqing, Robert William Chappell III, Tingjun Yang, Xinjie Liu, Gavin Long, Thomas Joseph Perthis, Jack Matthew Crixton, Xinchi Yang, Shi Zelin, Cameron James Hickson, Navia Santosh Nair, Alexa Lee Van Voorhees.
Muhammad Ali Al-Kut,
Mahek Vijay Verghia, Joseph Powers, Tyler Stephen Cusimano, Ian Davis Wagner, Morgan Nicole Stepansky, William Charles Schwab, Julio Tercero Born Pinto, Miguel Sebastian Malave Baikoglu, Joseph James Sclafani,
Justin Dambrisi,
Jack Lawrence Rochat, Vincent DeFeo, Oliver William Taylor, Demetrios Philip Skansos,
Louisa Douglas,
Tian Tian Zhou, Jessica Grace Amatrudo, Julia Alessandra Scala, Louise Leite, Curran Rhett Sheehan, Daniel M. Romero, Aidan Snellick, Andres Aguirre Torres, Nicholas Henry Hotalan, Alexander Berry, Eric Coyle, Justin Daniel Schneider, Connor Doherty, Brian Robert Brown, Zachary W. Benzel, Miller Jacob Truby, Ricky Eugene Peters, Jiachi Shen, Hang Hong, Rui Chen, Christian Anthony Bravoco, Aaron Connor Tretzky, Jack Patrick Higgins, Carson Drake, Camila Sofia Corral Amaya, Ana Patricia Lebron de la Rosa, Luis Andres La Rosa Sosa, Sanjana Mahadevan, Hibia Yahya Abdullah Al-Nabhania, Michael Adelbert O'Connor, Trevor M. Day, Hayden Christian Darabant, Dylan John Larcombe, Chase Nicholas Meyer, Ethan Joseph Luco, Si Qigong, Madeline Day Newell, Yu Yong Cho, Yong Kyun Nam, Lingjia Dai, Mia Luciana Ramirez Gutierrez, Alexander Jeremy Wall, Michael Charles Heron,
Shinga Chen,
Nathan Dakota Smith, Ben Thomas Jameson, Ayat Radi T. Alamir, Gabriella Rose Bonick, Jariah A. Mickens, Nathan Pierre Noel, D'Angelo Kwane Simmons, Cody Brown, Aidan D'Antonio, Ethan Mark Tiffany, Eleanor Claire Fitzgerald, Tristan Getty Doyle, Arya Rahman, Zoe Prajwab Graff, James Patrick Rowley, Christian Michael Short, Andres David Baraza Camara, Felicity Lin, Shuyu Chio, Anthony Matthew Koskuna, Kevin Cheng, Jonathan M. Ayala, Kanan Mamadov,
Jay Kulkarni,
Rahul Prem Srivastava, Connor Matthew Santos, Brett O'Hara, Thomas Renner, Thomas Frederick O'Neill, Nicholas Gabriel Grice, Claire Ann Brown, Zachary James White, Jacob Michael Finley, Salvatore Anthony Petrelli, Kanishk Pandey, Gurjot Singh Bedi, Pradyumn Singh Thakur, Shubh Dev, Druma Nitesh Kumar Patel, Paridhi Nahata, Ishika Mittal, Samyak Surana, Samyukta Sadasivam, Spencer Joseph Carmichael, Grayson John Gould, Michael Park Fritchman, Roman Bove, Addison James Todd, Brian Charles Schaefer, Nathan Paul Lashinsky, Tyler Christian, Haoxiang Gu, Tian Guo, Kaito Shiga, Andrew Jacob Bokel, Tyler Nicholas Vargo, Max Carabin, Zhuxuan Niu, Yu Ji Thin, Kyunghua Nam, Taryn Kelly Ruling, Jonathan Lance Piatetsky, Andrew Christopher Daquano, Camila Del Pozo, Connor James Glynn, Michael Patrick Prunty, Brandon King, Yanet Kefe, Yui Hook Huang, Zhongyuan Gao, J. Raj Mehta, Olivia Rose Simbora, Jackson Connor Van Epps, Jacqueline Rivera Palma, Isabel Marie Prunier, Yida Liu, Daniel Curtis Rabatin, Logan Patrick Carrick, Yi Tong Lu, Gavin Carl Smith, Sharia Merotra, Reese Caroline Zaribida, Maitland J. Poduslo, Isabella Victoria Lack, Richa Prasanna Rao, Nivaditha Anand, Gabriel Alexander Garcia, Ethan Christian Fender, Logan Reed Cook, Elvin Jong, Cooper Anthony Morley, Margaret Marquard, Elliot Thomas Harold Lindop, Avery Lauren Brown, Dylan James Linag, Ashton Mark David Lawson, Luke Roger Polazzi, William Charles Lutz, Gray Scott Morrison, Spencer Ryan Dennis, Josiah Los, Chibwikem Samuel Onukuga, Anthony Obina Abili II, Omdermesh Makwana, Arjun Reddy Kola, Manav Gopal,
Let's give the class of 2026 a round of applause. Let's do that. Okay, we're about done, so we're going to proceed with the conferral of the degrees. But first, who said it? Yeah! Okay. But first, a message to our graduates today. We are proud of you and your accomplishments. You have developed the ability to think logically, to reason ethically, and to communicate clearly. You are prepared to make a living today, and you're ready for future careers, some that may not even exist yet, and adventures that you cannot foresee. We have but one wish for you, and that is that you make the world a better place for your families, for your communities, for your country, and for the world. And if you do this, you will have paid back those whose support, encouragement, teaching, and mentorship allowed you to have a Penn State education. So will all undergraduate degree candidates in the College of the Liberal Arts, including those watching this live stream, please rise as you're able. There you go. Stay standing, stay standing. Dr. Bishke, Trustee Ganjam, I'm pleased to present these worthy and approved candidates. Stay standing.
By the virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees, I confer upon each of you the degree you have earned with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities thereunto appertaining. You may now move your tassel from right to left. Congratulations. You may be seated.
All right. Okay, thank you. Now I am pleased to call Richard Lippin to induct these new graduates into the Penn State Alumni Association.
That is really a hard act to follow, okay? Thank you, Dean Lang. Congratulations to the class of 2026. Welcome to the Penn State Alumni Association, the largest and most passionate alumni association in the world. Penn State is committed to investing in your growth, not just during your time as a student, but throughout your entire life. The commitment shows us through lifelong learning opportunities and engagement with the university. Your alumni association is the bridge that connects you to this lifelong experience. There are more than 200 alumni groups around the world. Reach out to your local alumni chapter. They'll be thrilled to hear from you. Penn Staters, lift one another up. Share opportunities, open doors, and inspire one another to greatness. That support begins in your time as a student and continues through your professional development and every stage of your career. Our alumni community is your community. It is one way Penn State stays connected to you and how you stay connected to Penn State for life. So it gives me great pleasure to induct today graduates of the Penn State University into the Penn State Alumni Association. We're so happy to welcome you to the alumni family.
Okay, so before we conclude, there are some groups that deserve special recognition. I'm talking about the people in the audience here. Parents, grandparents, spouses, partners, children, other family members and friends, all have contributed toward the achievements being celebrated today. So, would the family members and friends of the graduates please rise as you're able and remain standing for just a moment, please. Come on, y'all. We're about done. Let me say this. Your sacrifice, understanding, support, and caring have helped these graduates attain their educational goals. This encouragement is very important and not always easy. It takes a special commitment. So the graduates, I need you all to stand, look at your family members and your friends, and join me in thanking them. All right, I want to conclude our commencement ceremony by thanking you for the We Are spirit that embodies our community. I'm proud of all of you and grateful that you chose to advance your education here at Penn State. You will always be part of the Penn State family, and we wish you health, happiness, and success wherever you go. Last thing, following the departure of the platform party, right, the university marshals will dismiss graduates, and graduates in the white chair section, we're going to ask you to exit from the right front of the side of the floor. Graduates in the blue chair section, please exit to the rear of the event floor. And one last thing, our faculty. We have a number of faculty marshals here. I want to make sure that we recognize you all for your mentorship and support. Will you rise as well? And please be recognized for your contributions. All right. So university marshals will assist with the dismissal. And now, as you heard from Dr. Bishke, we're celebrating 125 years of our alma mater this year. And to end our commencement ceremonies, we will be led in singing the alma mater by Ava Bernardo. Where is Ava? Is she still with us? Come on up. Will you please stay standing? This is the last time you all are going to do the alma mater here together, so let's make it a good one. All right?